Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Ade and I'm the veteran arcade soldier, and we're here today for a live watch along of the FA Cup final, which is featuring Chelsea Football Club versus Manchester City FC. So before I begin, I've just got to quickly sort out a sound issue. I'm always scoring that little mini own goal where I leave something on that I shouldn't do. So let me just deal with that, and then all should be well. Okay, that's cool. That's all good. So yes, thank you for joining me. I did partially resist putting on a suit and tie like the old traditional ways when the manager steps out onto the Wembley turf wearing a suit and tie, but obviously I'm only just behind a microphone. And hopefully there's going to be a few of you in the chat with me today to keep me company while I live stream and commentate over the game. Right, so on that note, let me just drop a little hello message in the chat. Make sure everything's all working in regards to the chat. Yep, that all looks like it's working fine. So what I will do, I will bring up the team sheets and we can have a first look at the starting lineup. I can see by my feed on the screen that a lot of the players are out on the pitch warming up. So yes, let's go through the two teams in a few moments. Oh, that's just unbelievable. Before we look at the FA Cup final, this is absolutely heartbreaking. Celtic, as usual, end up Scottish Premier League champions. Hearts, who had been the runaway leaders at one point, winning the league for literally the whole of the season, to lose it on the last day of the season. Their poor fans waiting nearly 60 years to be crowned champions again, and they blew their big moment. It's unbelievable, but ultimately, when you're up against the juggernauts of Scottish football, these things are going to happen. So yeah, just very, very, very sad times. I was really hoping that it would be a plucky underdog story, but unfortunately, Hearts have fallen at the last hurdle. But the main event of today is the FA Cup final. I'll put my predictions in the chat shortly. Hello, Gary. I see you're in. Lovely to see you again, my man. Let me just type a message there. Hello, Gary. Hello, Gary. Nice to see you, mate. Nice and early. Good stuff. I was running a little bit late today, but I'm here with 25 minutes to go, so all good. Right. BBC. It's on the BBC website. Sorry, the match is live on the BBC, so literally the whole of the country can watch it. So let's go through the teams. Right, so a big game today. Obviously, this is the second domestic cup of the season, and the lineups are as follows. So Chelsea, with their standing interim manager Callum McFarlane, he's playing a 4-2-3-1 system, it seems. Right, so in goal they've gone with Robert Sanchez, who's been restored, their normal number one keeper. Got Malo Gusto, right back. The two centre-backs are Wesley Fofana and Levi Colwill. And they've got the young Dutch left-back stroke centre-back. Obviously today playing at left-back, Jarrell Hatto. In midfield, they're going for with their captain, Reece James, to provide the ammunition for the front line. And obviously add a bit of steel in midfield alongside the rock-solid Caicedo. So a strong midfield from Chelsea. They're obviously going all out. This is their strongest team they can put out on paper. More or less. Cole Palmer, playing on the right-hand side. Been in poor form all season, but still one of their best players, if not their best player. Enzo Fernandez in the attacking midfield role. And Cucurella, a bit more advanced up the side, playing left wing, which or left attacking midfield, which is a bit strange, I suppose. But I guess they're trying to combat the pace and the threat of Rodri and Semenyo down the right hand side. And all of those players are in support of João Pedro. So Man City, managed by obviously one of the all-time greats, Pep Guardiola. Their formation is a 4-2-3-1. James Trafford gets the nod in goal. Quite surprised. He's obviously been their cup keeper all season. And they've, and fair play to Pep Guardiola. He's given the young goalkeeper his head in a massive cup final. A bit like he did with the Carabao Cup. But so obviously Donnarumma must be on the bench. Anyway, so Trafford in goal. James Trafford in goal. Right back is Matheus Nunes. Centre-backs are Kusanov and Guehi, one of the best pairings in the league. And Nico O'Reilly restored to left-back after the midweek win. Rodri returns to the side, starting the FA Cup final, playing alongside Bernardo Silva. And then up front, you've got the front four, which is Semenyo, playing right wing. Marmoush, playing just behind Haaland. And then Doku, who is the form man of this Man City team at the moment, playing left wing. So, very attacking lineup from both sides. And more or less, both at complete full strength. Right, sub-bench. So for Chelsea, we've got Josh Achiampong, the young centre-back. You've got Todo Adarabioyo, centre-back. Dario Asugo, who's a player I'm not really that familiar with. Trevor Chalobah, centre-back. Liam Delap, who's on the bench once more. Alejandro Garnacho, the forward they signed off of Man United, who hasn't exactly ripped up anything since joining Chelsea. Philip Jorgensen, the backup goalkeeper. Pedro Neto, one of their wingers. And Andre Santos, their combative midfielder. Right. The Man City bench is Nathan Ake, the centre-back. Ryan Cherki, Gianluigi Donnarumma, Phil Foden, Mateo Kovacic, Savinho, who had a great game in midweek. Tijani Reinders, who still can't get back in this side. John Stones, for one of his last ever Man City appearances. Only 2 games left he can play now. This game, 3 games, because they do have 2 league games left, sorry. Ruben Diaz, who still can't get back in the side. Just goes to show how well Kusanov and Mark Guehi have done, because Ruben Diaz, who is primarily their main centre-back, and if you remember, just, 2-3 seasons ago, was player of the season, cannot get back in the team. So those are your lineups as we begin the countdown for the game. So yeah, Gary, good to see you again, mate. I'm going to put my prediction in the chat. My prediction for the final is as follows. Chelsea 1. Man City 2. That is my prediction for the big game today. I believe Man City are going to complete a domestic cup double. I think they're going to be given a good game today by Chelsea, but I just got that feeling that Man City will have too much, are in too good a form, and Chelsea are just that little bit leaky. They obviously will leave it all out there on the pitch, but Man City with Haaland up top, obviously always got a chance. You've got the fantastic Nico O'Reilly, who for me has been young player of the season. Absolutely brilliant young player. Tearing up at left back, advancing into midfield, playing the left back role like he's a tricky winger. It's absolutely incredible, really. Pep Guardiola unearths another young star, basically. So yes, that is my predictions for the game ahead. So on that note, I'll put the teams back on the screen and I'll join you back in a moment. I'm just going to go begin my preparations, grab myself a drink, and yeah, I'll see you shortly. Obviously, anyone that comes into the chat, please just drop a little hello on the stream, introduce yourself. My name is Ade, the veteran arcade soldier, and I'll be taking you through with me during the FA Cup final. A much looked forward to game, and one of the biggest games of the season. Literally, when I was a little kid, this is the game I look forward to the most, if anything. Back then, you didn't really get the Champions League final on TV, unless an English team was in it, really. So the FA Cup final was always like the biggest game of the year. I remember waking up as a little kid, tuning into like Grandstand and BBC One, and the coverage would start at usually about 8 a.m. You'd see the buses driving out to Wembley from the team hotels, all the fans outside. And it would literally be on all day from 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. until the kickoff at 3 p.m. Which is incredible how life used to be back then. The good old days. But anyway, this old codger is going to get off for a break, and I'll see you in a minute. On mute again. I'm on mute again. Damn it. Right, I'll read out those comments. So Cameron says, yes, bro. Yo, Gary, you well, mate? He's saying hello to Gary. I'm going for Chelsea to win in extra time. Ha. So you're opposing me. You believe Chelsea are going to get it done in extra time. I guess we'll see. I do believe it's going to be City. But what I was saying prior to, let me just double check the sound volumes. Yeah, what I was saying regarding the FA Cup final is that back in yesteryear, so I'd say probably pre the Premier League era, basically, the FA Cup final used to be literally the highlight of the season. Not only that, if your team won the FA Cup, there was a time when the team that won the FA Cup were considered to have had a better season than the team that won the actual league, which seems mind-boggling. But that's how much prestige the FA Cup used to have. If you won the FA Cup, you had just as good a season as a team that won the league. It's just incredible, really. It was so difficult to win an FA Cup. There were so many teams that could win it year on year. You didn't have this kind of monopoly where every year it's always either a Man City or a Man United or an Arsenal or a Chelsea or whatever. It's like since the Premier League era has started and so much more money has come into the game, the FA Cup has been dominated. The prestige of the competition has been devalued anyway, but it's usually only the same 5 or 6 teams that can win it, whether that be Arsenal, City, United, Liverpool, Chelsea, the traditional, in recent times and historically biggest teams. But yeah, there's hardly been any other different winners, really. Obviously, you've had Leicester winning it, you've had a Wigan, etc. But usually it's always, well, these two are probably two of the biggest offenders in the last 15 years. Chelsea, Man City, and Arsenal have won the FA Cup way more than anyone else in recent times. Even big teams like my boys, Liverpool, have rarely won it in recent times. So going back to, say, the 90s and earlier, Liverpool had a checkered history, for example. This is Liverpool, the most successful team in England. They'd only won it by about 5 or 6 times by the time you got to the 90s, which seems incredible. Whereas you've got now in today's modern times, I'm not sure how many FA Cups Manchester City's got. I think they're on 11 now, maybe. Man United's won it 12 times, and Arsenal's won it 14 times. So, but a lot of those Arsenal wins have come in the last 30 years. They've probably won the FA Cup about 8-9 times. That's quite incredible, really. But yes, so the game will be underway soon. So very much looking forward to it, and I'll bring the teams back up on the screen again. We can go through those one more time. So a very strong lineup. The little surprise for me is Omar Mamouche starting the game. He hasn't really played much recently in terms of starting games. So it'd be a good bonus for him. Obviously, he scored during midweek. This is the interesting one for me. Cucurella playing a more advanced role. That's the one that surprises me. So we're going to see. That's going to be maybe the clutch situation for how things develop. But we shall see how they get on. So on the pitch at the moment, they're singing their national anthems, or the national anthem. And we'll be soon underway. Yep, so on that note, we've got 12 minutes to go. I'm going to quickly go off and prepare my last preparations. But hopefully a few of you can join me in the chat. And I'm just not just here waffling away to myself. But we shall see. Anyone that drops by for a chat, would be more than welcome. But I'm thoroughly going to enjoy this game, even if it's just me and a couple of others in the chat. Fantastic, no problem. So, yep, I'll be back with you in a moment. Yep, you can see the Guard of Honour taking place, fireworks going off, Wembley looking immaculate. Yep, all very exciting. Pundits all looking sharp in their suits, everyone looking all top notch for the game ahead. So yes, let's get this big game underway. Chelsea versus City. Two of the current big six, as they like to call them. I've never really liked that term in terms of the Premier League. I don't really think there's such a thing as a big six. Where does it ever end? Do you know what I mean? And when you include in Tottenham as a team, that so-called big six, but they're flirting with relegation, how does that work? I don't really think you can ever have a really anything. What you have is you have the champions. They're the best team, and everyone else is secondary. But this is the terminology that we seem to have in football now. Everyone wants to kind of make some kind of mantra or some kind of big deal about finishing second, third, fourth, fifth. I mean, maybe second place deserves a bit more credit, but if you're third, fourth, fifth, sixth, you're just one of the also-rans. You're just not as bad as the other teams. But yeah, there you go. That's my view on modern football. So after all my waffle, I did forget to get a drink. So let me just go get that now, and I'll put the teams back on. And I'll be back in a moment. Right, I am back just in time. Let's do this already. Teams are out on the pitch. Prince William doing the customary honours, shaking the hands of all the players, with Reece James going down the lineups. His Royal Highness. All right, a few messages on the phone. Okay, leave me alone. I'm busy. Okay. So yes, looking forward to this game. Let's go. All right, we'll soon be kicking off. 4 minutes to go. I've got to double check all my graphics are working. Everything looking good. Yep, everything looking all Gucci. That's what we like. Oh, Gary's going for a City 1-0 win. All right, Gary, so you think it'll be a tight one? I think it's going to be a 2-1 City win. You think 1-0, and Cameron thinks Chelsea in extra time. So I'm sure one of us are going to be more or less spot on. Well, somebody's got to win it, obviously. We shall see. write in. Let's get a message in the chat. Cheers for the comments. And can I ask you both while you're here, if you don't mind dropping a like on the stream, it'd be much appreciated. All right, national anthem is getting belted out around the stadium. Wembley is ready. So yeah, really strong lineups from both teams. Always nice to see Reece James playing for Chelsea. Phenomenal player, best right back in the Premier League. Just a shame that his young career has been blighted by injuries. The problem with Reece James, he's not young anymore. He's 25, going 26. I hope he's fit for England in the World Cup. We shall see. He needs to pace himself. Someone that's going to probably struggle to have a very long career in the game, but hopefully he can, maintain. This is the fittest he's kind of been for a long time. Usually always seems to go down every few months with some kind of niggle or whatnot. It's such a shame when it happens to any player, to be honest, let alone these really technically gifted players that are, top notch. Reece James, fantastic player. And interesting that Rodri has been past fit. Obviously, he's been working his way back up to get fit for a final. So fair play to Rodri. One of the best players in the Premier League. Let me know, guys, if the stream is working all right. Sounds okay, and all the volume is on point. Let me know. Oh, cheers for letting me know, Cameron. Cheers for that. Right. Teams are in a huddle. We're getting ready to kick off. Right, just about to kick off. We're nearly underway. Right, Cole Palmer about to get underway for Chelsea. Pass back to Sanchez in goal. Bang, clears it forward. Right, Doku has the ball left wing. Game just obviously in the beginning phases. Man City knocking around in their own half now, the centre-backs. Nunez, Semenyo faces up Cucurella. Passes centrally. Mark Gahey advances into the Chelsea half. Oh, thanks for confirming, Gary. That's all good. Thank you very much. If anything goes wrong, please do let me know. If the stream goes down or volume or the video glitches out or anything, because sometimes you can only tell, you know, what you have in front of you. So, yes. So, Chelsea trying to harry and harass City, but City look comfortable in possession. Kusanov over to the right back, Matheus Nunes. Back to Kusanov. Bernardo Silva drops back into centre-back position. Man City knocking it about effortlessly. One back. Oh, lovely, lovely play. Gusto recycles. Fofana was all over Doku there. Really good play. Chelsea won it back. So Chelsea had to win the ball back there, trying to earn Man City's respect. Bernardo Silva with the ball now. Yep. Anyone in the chat that hasn't made themselves known, please do say hello. My name is Ade, the veteran arcade soldier. It'd be lovely to speak to some new people today. So, of course, drop in and make your presence felt. Let us know who you support and who you're going for today. Get your score predictions in the comment section, on the stream's comments, or in the chat, basically. They're showing the keeper, Robert Sanchez, who had that horrible clash with Morgan Gibbs-White the other week. And he missed the previous game with a concussion protocol. But he's wearing, funnily enough, a little bit of full circle synchronicity. Is that Peter Cech, the most famous wearer of a head guard, you'd say, especially as a goalkeeper. Chelsea goalkeeper, Chelsea great. Yeah, Sanchez wearing a head guard, looking very much like Cech in goal. But Chelsea just needlessly give it away. It's now Manchester throwing in their own half on the right hand side. Bernardo Silva, Nico O'Reilly, Rodri strong against João Pedro, shrugs him off. Kusanov with the ball now in the centre circle. Rodri. City popping it around. City happy just to ease into the game, controlling possession entering the 5th minute. I mean, City dominating the possession, but Chelsea holding a nice tight structure. Just not really going anywhere with it at the moment. Kusanov tries to run forward. Yeah, Pedro challenges. Semenyo bumped out of the way by Cucurella. Wins the throw. Chelsea look very tigerish, very tenacious. This is basically their whole season, isn't it? You know, Chelsea have got nothing else to play for other than this. Maybe a Europa League spot. Right, Cucurella burst down the left with a great 1-2 after Pedro. Harassed by Mateus Nunes, who is very, very fast. Rodri. That's great defending for Nunes. Very aggressive. Hello to anyone that's joined us in the chat. Please do make yourself known. My name is Ade, the veteran arcade soldier. Lovely to meet any of you. Say hello in the chat. It would be fantastic to meet some of you. Kusanov playing around the back. Gahey stepping out. Doku, halfway line. Jinx. Back to Rodri. Rodri looks so elegant and commanding in central midfield. Such a big man as well. So much bigger than everyone else around him. Solid pro. Gahey. Over across to Kusanov. As I said before on the last stream, lovely through ball over the top, but countered out. Colwill on the ball. Sanchez clears. Is that a foul? No, a little bit of a tango. Kusanov tangles with João Pedro. Ref says get up. Right. Bernardo Silva charging down the right. Semenyo, edge of the box, right hand side. Faced up by Cucurella. Jinx inside, cuts inside. Goes round one, pass two, takes a shot. Drops. Marmouche. One-footed with his right foot. Why doesn't he swing a left foot at that? Absolutely crazy. Tries to swivel and hit it with his right. Hit it with your left. These one-footed players, I don't understand it. Obviously, I get it. You know, you want to go with your strong foot, but when a ball doesn't favour you and you've only got a split second to react, you've got to go with the shot that lets you put some power onto the shot. Bernardo, wing play with Semenyo, pass back to Nunes, pointlessly gives it away to Cole Palmer, the former Man City man. Gahey burst past Palmer, but who then gives it given away. Chelsea tried to break, foul for Man City, 35 yards out. Jiro Hato fouls Bernardo Silva. Treads on his foot and it's definitely a foul. Dangerous position, early chance. And I would guess it will be Omar Marmouche stepping onto this free kick. So they're just getting ready for this free kick. Hello all. Semenyo stands over it. It's very far out. We're talking about 35 yards. This is definitely the upper reaches of where you can take a shot, honestly. Semenyo takes a long run up. The kind of run up he's taking, he's definitely going to hit this. Bang. No power on it though. Trust it. It's a weird shot. Low driven. Very strange. Cole Palmer beaten to the ball by Kusanov. Good defending. Play that for a Chelsea throw on the right hand side. Fofana tries to clear the ball. One back by Gahey. Big header. Right, ball is broken back to City. Cleared again by Fofana. Pedro chases down the ball. Fighting with Kusanov. Trafford collects easily under no real pressure. We're in a bright pink Man City goalkeeper kit. Very vibrant. That's one man that will not be getting lost today. I'll tell you that. Through ball by O'Reilly. Chased by Marmouche. Side of the box. Doku left wing. Chalk on his boots. Drives at players. Slips in. Nico O'Reilly, who tries to put a cross in. Blocked and stopped by Fofana. Great run there. Great block by Fofana. So corner to Man City, 9th minute. So a solid start from both teams, to be honest. Nobody really dominated. City dominating possession, but nobody really dominating the game at the moment. But right, taken quickly. Doku on the ball. Stood up edge of the box, left wing position, cuts inside Jinx, floats one across. Ooh, Rodri back post. Heads one across. Ends up with, I think it's Fofana being fouled there. Free kick to Chelsea. Good chance there. If they'd have headed it back across goal with a slightly better angle. City players claiming a penalty. Everyone claims. Oh, Haaland went for the clearance with one of his big, lanky, long limbs. Ended up kind of connecting with his foot and his hand. And Chelsea half-hearted appealed for a penny, but you're never going to get a penny for that. Right, Sanchez, big clearance into the City half. Headed back by Trafford. Honestly, that pink kit of his is stinging my eyes. So bright. Rolls it out to Gahey, who's in the box. Over to Nico O'Reilly. Very comfortable in possession. The tall, lanky youngster. Play to... first time pass by Bernardo Silva. Sweeps out wide to Matheus Nunes. Semenyo, edge of the box. Right wing position. Stands up Cucurella. Cuts inside. Lovely back heel. What's he going to do? Matheus Nunes. Well played by Matheus Nunes. He's on the byline now. Edge of the box. Semenyo nearly chalk on his boots. Plays it around. Man City really so comfortable in possession. It's a lovely sight. They never look rushed. They never look flustered. It's the Pep Guardiola mantra, the blueprint. Doku, 2 players on him. Cuts inside Gahey. Tries to slip O'Reilly in, who doesn't read the pass, and the ball just goes out for a goal kick. Not bad play from Gahey. I think he should have kind of shaped for a bender, a bit like what Morgan Rogers did to Liverpool last night. But obviously, he doesn't have that naturally in his locker. But that was the thing to go for at that time. You've got to go for a shot in that position, I feel. Sanchez playing it with Colwill. Hato loses the ball. Bad place to lose the ball. Enzo wins it back. Good play from Pedro, who wins a foul off the very imposing and strong Rodri. As I said, anyone that joins the chat and is on the stream, then please do make yourself known. Say hello. My name is Ade, a veteran arcade soldier, and I'll be taking you through this game today. Happy to talk about any teams. Happy to talk about any football situation. Have a laugh. Have a bit of banter. Pedro bursting through, clear. Can't get control of the ball. He's offside anyway, but he'd be thankful for the offside flag because he didn't do anything with it. Should be, if he wasn't offside, should be trapping that. Driving into the box, maybe getting a shot off. Didn't look confident. But yeah, like I said, anyone that comes into the chat, please say hello. Introduce yourself. My name is Ade. I'm a veteran arcade soldier. Love my video gaming. Love my football. Happy to talk about any teams. No toxicity. Don't mind a bit of banter, a few laughs. But yeah, I'm not here for any negative vibes. Just here for good stuff. And yeah, enjoy the football. Right. Semenyo drives into the box, plays one. A dangerous ball across the box. No one reads it. Chelsea North City, and the ball rolls out for a goal kick. Somebody should be busting a gut to get in there. You'd have thought Haaland would be the one that read that, but maybe it's a bit unsighted. So many players in the box. But yeah, well played by Semenyo, but nobody was making a read. Ball being recycled as I take a sip of the drink. It was a chance, Gary. It certainly was, mate. You're spot on. You'd have thought somebody would be like following that in or taking a gamble. You've got to take a gamble. This could be one of those games where there's not that many chances, so got to gamble. Got to be in it to win it. Gahey brings it out up to the centre circle now with Kusanov. Matheus Nunes back to Kusanov in the City half. Chelsea organised the press, push forward. Nico O'Reilly on the ball. Kusanov again. Mateus Nunes. Semenyo back to Nunes. Bang on the halfway line. City knocking around. Chelsea are happy in their shape. Very comfortable so far. Doku looking for the 1-2 but doesn't get it in return. Played it to O'Reilly. And Gahey back to O'Reilly. Rodri set near by the centre circle. Looking for options. Gahey. City with a lot of possession, probing. Long ball into the box. Collected by Sanchez, who drops it, but then collects it again. Never really convinces Robert Sanchez. If Chelsea are going to do anything going forward, that is definitely a priority position they need to upgrade. Good shot stopper. But the rest of his game is a bit shaky, in my opinion. Right, Bernardo Silva on the ball. Kusanov sees a lot of ball. I've noticed Kusanov as a Man City centre-back. Very commanding. Gahey is more the one that will try and drive forward. Kusanov is the one that keeps things under more lock and key. Rodri in his own half plays it across to Gahey. Brings it forward into the Chelsea half. Just crossed the halfway line. Back to Rodri. Commander-in-chief in the middle of the pitch. Rodri again. To Semenyo, wing. Challenged but shrugged off by Cucurella, who comes back looking for the throw. Very angry reaction, the fact he didn't get a throw, which seemed quite excessive, but the man's got passion, you give him that. He's got a lot of hair and a lot of passion, Cucurella. Referee having words, telling Cucurella to chill out. Hey, hi Natasha, nice to see you. How are you today? Are you watching the game? Or have you just got this stream on in the background? Let me know how you're doing. Gahey on the ball. Advances forward, Nico O'Reilly. Doku. Stood up by Cole Palmer. The man Doku replaced when Palmer left at Man City. O'Reilly recycles. Kusanov, centre circle, drives forward. Good run. Rodri. Looks so calm. Gahey. Kusanov. Centre circle. Chelsea got really good shape here. Man City can't find any gap so far, but you know, this is Man City, as we saw with them during midweek versus the low block they faced from Brentford. Phil Foden unlocked them in the end, and it didn't take that long, did it? 25 minutes. But Chelsea are very robust today. Yes, watching it with my son, was telling him about some of the FA Cup games in the past. I hear that Slot probably knows that he will get sacked. What have you heard then? Oh, and anyway, enjoy the game with your son. Who does your son support? Is he a Liverpool fan as well? Hopefully he is. Give him my best regards. But yeah, what did you hear about Slot then? Please let me know. And what do you think of this game so far? Very cagey. Sanchez with the ball about to kick it out. One back by City. Chelsea, as organised as they are, cannot hold on to this ball for love nor money. Right, Chelsea knock out wide. Cucurella looking for options. Cucurella crowded out by Man City players. Played by Hato. Lovely position now. Gusto, edge of the box. Plays it across. Cleared header by Matheus Nunes. Good play from Chelsea. Good defended by Man City. Corner for Chelsea. Their first of the game. Natasha says, no, my son and my husband's for Man United. But I grew up in a Liverpool house. Oh, wow. Must be interested in your household. But I guess that's what you get sometimes. You get the best of enemies in the same household. But it's all love, etc. But yeah, I bet they must be drilling you big style with the cussing this season, seeing as Man United they've outdone us this season. So sadly, Natasha, we know what that feeling's like, but it is what it is. Malagusto over. Corner. So poor when corners end up going all the way backwards. Gusto. He's going to have to go back to Sanchez here. Caicedo back to Sanchez. A corner ends up back with a Chelsea goalkeeper's poor. That's when you know a team is defending well. Pedro looking for the ball. Ball doesn't drop. Gahey juggles it. Rodri header back to Trafford. Very quick keeper. Trafford off his line. Young legs, obviously. Semenyo. Ball roll. Over to Matheus Nunes. Semenyo with the little FIFA ball roll tricks. Haaland has not touched the ball this game, I do not believe. Right. O'Reilly bursts into the Chelsea half. Doku faces up Hato. Tries to cut inside. Jinx goes over but can't get past. Palmer. Good defending from Chelsea. Right. Over the top. Pedro bursts clear. But Kusanov is rapid. He's going nowhere. Pedro falls over himself as he gets a shot away. So you think that if City win today, do you think Pep will say he is leaving? No, Natasha, I don't think... I know it's one of the things, isn't it? Being a Liverpool fan, we kind of want Pep to leave. To be honest with you, I'm thinking... I'll answer that in two parts. As a Liverpool fan, we're not likely to be in contention next season unless there's major changes, as you know. If Slot stays, we're not challenging. So in a way, I kind of want Pep to stay so we can actually challenge Arsenal. I think if Pep goes, Arsenal can walk the league next season as it stands. But I don't think leaving... I don't think Pep will leave. If he wants to leave, he's going to leave because he's had enough. An FA Cup's not going to make the difference. What I think, and what I'm trying to say is, I think that he'll want to leave as a Premier League champion. If he wins a title next week, he could speed it up. But if he doesn't win the league, I think he'll stay for one more year. That's what I think. How about you? What do you think? Hato. Colwell. Sanchez, the keeper. Pressed by Doku. Chelsea. Bad place to lose it. Haaland drives into the box. What's he going to do? Oof. Tries to fire one across the goal. Was it a shot? Was it a cross? It looked neither. But great press from City. City, massive pressure. But yeah, one back by Doku. Haaland. Kind of not a shot. Or I would have thought he would have tried to go near post. A clever shot there. Right, Colwell bursts out, strides out of defence. Looking for options. He needs to check back and then go wide. Oh, Hato tries to switch it and ends up playing a massive back pass back to Trafford. Awful from Jiro Hato. I think the title is going down to the last day. Oh, 100%. Yeah, it will go down to the last day. Definitely. It's going to be interesting to see, obviously, who picks it up. Can Burnley pull off a surprise and nick a point off of Arsenal? But it's going down to the last day anyway. But do you think if City wins the league, do you agree with me that that'll probably be Pep leaving then? Or do you think he's going to stay? Personally, I think Arsenal's going to win the league anyway. City will finish a close second and Pep will try and stay next season to win it. That's what I think is going to happen. Bit of treatment now, Caicedo. Right, game is back underway. Gay plays it out with O'Reilly. Back to Gahey, back to O'Reilly. Rodri in possession now. Back to Gahey. Hello, Cameron. Cameron says, hello, Tasha. So that's nice. People in the chat greeting each other. Lovely to see. That's the idea. Build up a nice little community, friendly place. People that support different teams. Enzo, it goes the wrong way. He could have slipped in Cole Palmer if he'd have looked over to the right, went to the left and gave it away. Ball given away. Enzo fouls. Chelsea give a foul away. Matheus Nunes strides into the Chelsea half. Down the right wing position, unchallenged. Cucurella now facing up. Semenyo, who's advancing cleverly into the box. That's going to be offside, surely. Matheus Fernandes shoots. Haaland, that's a goal, but I'm sure it's offside. Got to be offside. Yeah, easy offside. The ball going in to Matheus Nunes took too long. If they'd have executed quicker, that would have been a goal. Nunes goes way too early. Just times his run a bit better. He's clean through and it's a goal. Pep celebrating. I'm not sure why. I mean, Pep Guardiola can see an offside better than me, surely. So, some of these... I mean, I know it's high-pressure football, high-stakes football, but it's unlikely that was ever going to stand. I mean, come on. Ball played back to Trafford. Kusanov strides out. Look for options. Chased, harassed. Given away though by Kusanov. Pedro tries to pick it up. Man City, great defending by City really. They look so expansive yet compact at the same time. It's quite beguiling what Pep Guardiola can put together. The genius Pep Guardiola. Carwell passes it over to Hato. Reece James. Right back position. Busting. Gut busting run from Fofana, but given away poorly by Malo Gusto. I'd be fuming if I was Wesley Fofana. Run up 60 yards just for your colleague to give it away. Right, strong tackle by Enzo Fernandez. He's probably going to get a yellow here. Enzo feels like he got the ball, but the ref's been watching him quite closely. He feels like he's being a little bit too aggressive, and I feel like this is potentially a punishment yellow. He won the ball. It's a good tackle. It's the follow through, and Bernardo Silva's nasty. He won the ball clean off of Doku and tries to get up and take the ball, but yeah, strong tackling on Bernardo Silva. Looks more clumsy than anything, but you're not going to get away with that. You can't do those kind of tackles anymore. But first yellow of the game, Enzo Fernandez, 28th minute. Kusanov has the ball now. Man City just recycling the ball smoothly. Semenyo, right hand side, but in his own half. Tez Nunes, right back position, lofts one into midfield to Haaland. A rare touch, tries to lay it off centrally, but given away. Poor pass by Haaland. Gusto collects. Retrieved by Colwill over to Levi Colwill, who plays a quick 1-2 with Hatto, trying to get his confidence, Hatto, after giving the ball away a few times. Fofana, Reece James, it's dropped, when not in possession, drops back into the centre-back position, the central centre-back position. Provide a bit of cover. Pedro, nice turn spin. Back to Gusto, right wing, to Pedro, trying to play a 1-2 with Palmer. Offside, Palmer was offside. Cagey first half. Yeah, Pedro on the floor looking for some treatment. So the game's turning a bit bitty. A little stop-start. In the comments section, Gary says, my prediction will be spot on. You did say, what did you say, Gary? You said 1-0, didn't you? Let me scroll back. That in the chat. Yeah, Gary, you said 1-0. You reckon your prediction will be spot on, do you? I'm still going for my prediction. 2-1 City. Right. Ball played up. Nico Riley. One back by Chelsea. Palmer goes past one. Driving towards the box. What's he going to do? Does nothing. Doesn't get it out of it. Loses it amongst his own feet. Semenyo drives forward. Right hand side. Cuts inside too early. Why did he come in so early? Why didn't he just burst down the wing? Foul by Cucurella though. About 40 yards out. And he's booked as well. So 2 yellows in the space of 3 minutes. Semenyo holds his right ankle in pain. Not sure why Semenyo didn't just drive forward. Cucurella at full pelt. That's a check back. And I guess he feels like he needs to make the tackle because he's going to lose the player. Yeah, it's a bit of a cynical one. It's not a dangerous one, but it's a cynical one. Definitely a yellow. You could be right, Gary. You could be right as I yawn away. You could be spot on, mate. So nice to have a few of you in the chat with me. Like I said, anyone in, please make yourself known. Say hello. Be lovely to make some new friends here. Right, Semenyo drives into the box. Cuts inside with his right foot. And swings the left foot, going for a bender into the corner. But he shanks it. And clears it wide. Nearly hits the corner flag, it's so wide. Completely messes that up. Cuts inside nicely. And literally, it goes for a throw-in. That's how wild the strike is. Poor from Semenyo, who's been brilliant since going to Man City, to be fair. So throw-in Malo Gusto to Cole Palmer. Tries to play a clever pass of Palmer struggling to get into the game. Struggling for form in recent weeks. Doku harasses Malo Gusto. Ball goes out for a Chelsea throw. The head guard wearing Robert Sanchez out by the right side edge of his box. Everyone's retreated. He's going to take a big punt of a free kick. Bang. Kicks it deep into the City half. Can a Chelsea player win the header? They can, but it's still back in City possession. It's coming back. Chelsea need to make the ball stick. They're losing the ball far too easily. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Gahey lets it roll across his body. Back to Trafford. To Kusanov. Right hand side of his box. Tries to clear into the centre of the pitch, given away to a Chelsea midfielder though. Nice spin by Palmer. Looking for an option. No runners though. And when the runners do come, they're too late. Colwell on his own in the centre circle. Reece James. Caicedo. To Palmer. Malagusto. Right wing, edge of the box. Facing up, Nico O'Reilly. Tries a shimmy, feint. Cross one into the box. Trafford collects easily. Chelsea very strong in terms of their structure and defence, but they've got nothing going forward, Chelsea. Very weak. Bernardo Silva. Man City, no threat. The more I think about it, Gary's prediction of 1-0 City looks a lot more spot on as every minute passes. Because as the game progresses, you cannot see where a Chelsea goal is coming from, to be fair. So, well played, Gary. Good point. Doku to Gahey in the Chelsea half. Taking a meander forward. Bernardo Silva. Over to O'Reilly. Doku, chalk on his boots. What's he going to do? Comes back inside. Rodri. Floats one into the box. Semedo tries to win it. Barges down. Chest down. Cucurella. It's going to be a foul by Matheus Nunes, who gestures to the ref, and he probably might get booked for dissent here. Hello, Miss Lauren. Nice to see you. How are you doing? How are you doing, Miss Lauren? Who are you going for in today's game? Do you think it'll be Chelsea or Manchester City? Let us know in the comments section. And anyone that joins the stream, please do drop a like on the stream. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm and all that technical stuff. So yes, please do that for your boy Ade. Drop a like on the stream. Right, ball played across. Oh, good pass out. Bit risky, but lovely pass out. Caicedo. Reece James. Right, Malagusto. Right, Chelsea still have the ball in the City half. Caicedo. James. Centre circle now. Colwell. Caicedo in advanced position. Enzo Fernandez on the left-hand side. Floats one wide to Gusto. Can he play across the goal to Palmer? Cleared with his head by Mark Gahey. Reece James now. A bit of concerted pressure from Chelsea. The Chelsea fans feeling some encouragement, a bit of play for once. Miss Lauren says, I'm going for Chelsea 2, Man City 1. So you're going for the London Blues to win. Good prediction. So well done you. You know your football, Lauren. Even though I believe Man City is going to win 2-1. But it's all about opinions. But thank you for letting your presence be known in the chat. And please do drop a like on the stream. Cucurella. Left-hand side. I'll just say it now. Thanks for the comments. Anyone? Right, ball. Chased down by Gusto. Good pace. Faced up by Gahey. Gusto plays it off of him. Bounces back to Gusto. Plays it centrally. Reece James. Slips in Cole Palmer. Edge of the box. Floats one across. Cucurella's free. Can he keep it down? He can't. The ball gets passed back. Recycled. Caicedo. Too much on the cross from Cole Palmer. If he'd have got the cross right, Cucurella could have given him a chance. Right, Chelsea recycling in their own half now. Hato. Levi Colwell. Caicedo spins. Puts it out wide. Nice turn and spin. Gusto. Slips in Palmer. Edge of the box. Right hand side. What's he going to do? Turns in, puts in a right across with his left foot. Cleared by Bernardo Silva for a Chelsea corner. Good pressure from Chelsea in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Good pressure. So corner now for Chelsea. This is looking like their second corner of the game. Approaching 40 minutes, which is... I think it's something to do with the commentating over the with the game and talking to people. But the halves fly. And this hasn't really been an entertaining game really so far. But the half has flown by. Right, Reece James on the corner. The man with the best delivery probably on the pitch. Puts one in, floated by, but cleared by Haaland. Cucurella runs onto it, miscues it. Would have been interesting if he could have connected. Caicedo tries to recycle. Palmer out wide. Fizzed over to the left wing by Palmer, but won back by City. Marmoush, a little bit anonymous in this game. Gahey is fouled by Jiro Hato. Hato giving away a few sloppy fouls. Trafford beckons everyone to move forward. Makes sense from Trafford because even though Chelsea have controlled the last 5 minutes, there's not much threat, so pushing everyone forward. Kick launched high into the Chelsea half, but poor kick really. It was deep and long, but ends up with a Chelsea throw. In the left-back spots, taken by Cucurella. Right, Pedro advances. Ooh, better ball and Palmer's in. Gahey wins the ball back. Bernardo Silva dinks one over to Doku, left wing, faced up by Gusto. What has he got? Checks. He's at a standstill. Plays it back, Nico O'Reilly. They show Ray and Shirky warming up. I'm thinking if they're going to make a change, it's likely to be for Marmoush because Shirky can make things happen and Marmoush is just not in the game at all, to be honest. I'm saying that neither is Haaland, but at least with Haaland, you know there's that goal threat any second of the game. The danger man. A lot of recycling with Man City. A lot of possession. Put through by Gahey. Oh my goodness. Straight onto Haaland's left foot. Smashes the shot. Good save by Sanchez. Strong. Hard angle to score from, but at least Gahey punches one into the box. Haaland runs onto it. Smashes that big left boot. It's on target. It's going to the far corner, but good save from Sanchez. Routine save, but explosive from Man City. Lovely pass from Gahey though. Really punched the ball into the box for Haaland. Right, Doku. Into the box. Bernardo Silva puts it up. Ooh. Goes past everybody. Rodri, right side of the box. Semenyo. What's he going to do? Checks inside. Puts it onto his left. But he's ended up going backwards. Mateus Nunes on the ball. Nico O'Reilly. Nunes points him wide to Doku. It doesn't. Kuzanov. Right hand side. Semenyo. A little bit of a last flurry before the end of the first half. Can't believe there's going to be much additional time here because there hasn't really been that many stoppages apart from a couple of little niggly injuries. So I'm predicting about 2 minutes additional time. Doku left wing. Plays it in middle with Nico O'Reilly. Comfortable. Tries to win a throw but fails. Chelsea keep it in. Malo Gusto back to Sanchez. Haaland closes him down, but cleared by Sanchez. Sanchez boots the ball out into the Chelsea half. Cucurella ducks underneath, tries to keep it in, and fails. So surely that's going to be most of this half done now. We're just waiting to see how much additional time there is. Doku kept a long ball in. Tries to stop it going out for a goal kick. Has he kept it on for at least a throw-in? Throw-in for Chelsea on a corner flag. Good hard work. Good running by Doku. But Chelsea really well organised by the standing manager, Callum McFarlane. They're very compact without looking dangerous, but they're very compact. Gusto, long throw. Bernardo Silva to Rodri. Rodri hasn't really touched the ball much in the last 10-15. Bernardo in his own half, being forced back. Pedro wins it off of Bernardo Silva, racing clear into the box. Oh, is he checked? Chelsea appealing for a penalty. Darren England, the ref says no. I thought he had the beating of the Chelsea defender, but body checked. Our VAR looking at this. Doesn't look like an obvious error. Referee's made up his mind that there's nothing to check. Pedro, arms wide, ask for a penalty. Nah, there's nothing in it. It's just a strong challenge by Kusanov, shoulder to shoulder. Yeah, it's nothing there. It's good, strong, solid defending. The thing is, Pedro tries to not go shoulder to shoulder. Kusanov is looking for shoulder to shoulder. Pedro puts his chest into him and gets thrown away. So that's what's going to happen. But this is the kind of the semi-play acting tactics of forwards in the Premier League these days. Nothing really wrong with that. Just good, strong defensive play. And at the end of the day, why didn't Pedro try and remain stronger? Right, 3 additional minutes. We've already had 2 of them. Reece James pumps one forward, looking for Cucurella on the wing, who heads it down. Enzo Fernandez looking for somebody to pass to, drives forward. Back to Hato. Central over to Caicedo near the centre circle. Across the centre circle to Fofana in the City half. Malo Gusto. Can Chelsea fashion a good chance for once this half? Palmer back. Centre circle. Reece James. Chelsea defenders. Hato. Back to Colwill. Reece James. Fofana. Ball's going backwards, not forward. Ball pumped forward by Gusto. One back by City. Cleared. That's mostly going to be it now. Well, Reece James. Gusto. James on the right wing. Got to put it in, James. Put it in. Given away sloppily by Reece James. Over now. And that is half time. That's the half time whistle of a rarely quite an uneventful half, to be fair. So nothing doing. Reset my counter there for the second half. So it's 0-0 at half-time. Pretty uneventful, to be fair. Very cagey, very defensive. Not the most action-packed first half of football you're ever going to see. But I guess when there's so much on the line, it's hard for people to want to take risks. If anyone's taking risks here, it's Manchester City. And Chelsea are happy to be quite compact and keep it tight. So I'm just going to have a quick break and then I'll be back to go through the first half match stats. So I will see you all shortly. I'll leave the lineups on the screen and then once I'm back, we'll go through the half-time statistics. Right, back from my bathroom break. As we know, it's 1-0 at half time. So we're going to go through some of the stats now. See how the game has played out in terms of statistics. So let's have a look. So as we know, it's Chelsea 0, Manchester City 0 at half time. The overall possession of the game, as usual, City dominate their opponent, always have the most possession. 59% City, 41% Chelsea. 2 shots for Chelsea, 0 on target. 6 shots for Man City, 2 on target. Chelsea have had 4 touches in the opposition box. Very, very low compared to 13 by Manchester City in the Chelsea box. Right. The Chelsea goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez, has made 2 saves, while James Trafford has been troubled by nothing. He's had nothing to do. Aerial duels won by Chelsea 2. Aerial duels won by Manchester City are 6. City have committed 5 fouls, 6 by the Chelsea team. 2 corners for Chelsea, quite near the end of that first half actually, and 2 for City. So equal in that respect. Those are the majority of the most of the interesting facts, as it were. I'll put the lineups back on the screen, and there has been 2 yellow cards, both for Chelsea. Cucurella in the 32nd minute for a cynical challenge, and Enzo Fernandez for a bit of a strong tackle. Can't remember who it was on now. I think it was on Doku. But yeah, 2 yellows, both for Chelsea. So looking at the 2 teams there, the formation that they've actually gone with, it says, is a 4-2-2-2. I wouldn't say Marmoush has been that far forward, to be fair. He looks like he's a lot more advanced. I think it still is a 4-2-3-1 system, to be honest. But yeah, Marmoush has been relatively ineffective. Right, so coming back onto the chat, Gary in the chat says a bit of a crap game, and Gary, you are spot on, my man. I know you said before the game that you're thinking it's likely going to be 1-0, and to be honest with you, the way that game played out, the way that half played out, I don't doubt your football intelligence, mate. It does look like it's going to be it looks like it's got that kind of feel to it. It's got that feel now of a 1-0 game. It has that kind of flow to it, which is like to say that it's a little bit stop-start, and it looks like one mistake or one flash of genius is gonna settle this game. So yeah, your prediction of 1-0 to City looks like it could be spot on. But to me, it looks like there isn't much in this game. Hopefully, we get something crazy happen in the second half. We get a flurry of goals, things happening. Always something better. It's always much better when there's more things to talk about. So yeah, that's the statistics so far. I'd just like to say thank you once again for everybody that's joined me so far. It really is appreciated as I begin my journey on this YouTube streaming situation and making content online regarding football and video games, my 2 favourite passions. So thank you for everyone that's joined me or watched any of my videos and streams so far. It's really appreciated. Thank you so much. If you're in the chat right now, obviously while it's half time, feel free to say hello. We can have a chat while the game is having its break. Always glad to hear from people. I'll just quickly respond in the chat now. It certainly is a bit naff right now. Sometimes you've got to think about your language. Naff, not many people would know. If you're not from England or maybe even a certain part. Come on, Bournemouth. Oh, you scumbag. Actually, the other games are going on right now, right? Let's have a look. I keep forgetting there's other games on. There's other games on right now, yeah? Hello, Swerve. Good to see you in, mate. I thought the FA Cup there's nothing else on, right? You're bantering. Tomorrow. Bournemouth. Yeah. Oh, mate. I hear you, Swerve. I hear you. Oh yeah, because I was thinking now you got me there, because I'm thinking there's no other games on a FA Cup weekend. There's never any games on at the same time as the FA Cup final, because they have to keep it sacrosanct. They can't share. But yeah, lovely to have you in, bro. What do you think of this game so far? I was saying to the chat, it's pretty boring so far. Don't forget, I know you subscribed to my channel, Swerve. I appreciate it. But don't forget to drop a like on the stream. It all helps, as you know. But yeah, this game's pretty naff so far. And no, come on, Bournemouth. We do not agree with that sentiment. What we need is Bournemouth to drop points on Wednesday. That is what I need in my life. Yeah, it's a proper dry game, and that's the thing as well. Because obviously I'm out here in the YouTube sphere putting out content. There's so many things that people won't understand. I'm talking about naff. You're saying dry, and obviously dry is a little bit more common. Everyone's can kind of figure that one out, but. When you're putting the terms out, it's one of those things, you've got to remember who you're speaking to, and other people might be watching it. I've been having some really good chats with a Russian guy who can't speak English, by the way, but I've been having a mad discussion with him regarding Liverpool. He's a Liverpool fan in Russia, and he's been sending me long messages, but through Google Translate, we can, interact with each other. And it's amazing. His ball knowledge is spot on. And he's fuming in Russia, talking about get this ball fraud out and all this sort of stuff, and how they need to do protests at Anfield next Sunday. And it's this wild, the passion of football, man. It's incredible. But if Arsenal to win the league, then we'll be nice for. Look at you trying to take some small benefit from the pain of Arsenal winning the season. But Ryan Shirky warming up as predicted. I was looking at it thinking that Marmoush doing nothing, so it looks like Marmoush is going to come off. I don't quite get this player, Marmoush. He's a good player. Got a lot about him. He's got pace, power. He's young, only 25, 26, coming into the prime of his career, but he just can't. I don't know. Pep. It's a strange one because Pep usually knows how to use players, but Marmoush, he just looks lost in the Premier League, bro. No, what? Well, do you know something though? To be fair, even if Liverpool finished sixth. If Liverpool finish sixth and Aston Villa win the Premier League, win the Europa League, Liverpool still get Champions League football. So how about that? So in a way, oh no, but if Villa, it's a weird one. It's quite hard to work out. If Villa finish fourth, yeah, no, I got that wrong. Sorry, if Villa finish fifth and win the Europa League, then sixth place gets Champions League. But if Villa finish fourth, then the sixth team don't get it. It's some weird quirk. Not quite understanding how it works, but that is definitely a fact. So Villa finish fifth and win Europa League, then they obviously win a place in the Champions League by placing obviously in the Europa League position. But fifth place drops down to sixth. That's what it is. But it just means that Villa have to finish fifth. But if they finish fourth, it doesn't work that way. Which is, well, at the moment, I don't know, man. Liverpool could still finish fourth, though, because if Liverpool beat Brentford and then Villa lose to Man City last game of the season, then Liverpool would climb above City on goal difference. Aston Villa on goal difference. Jesus, getting my words mixed up. So, yeah, Shirky is on. I'm just presuming it is for Omar Marmoush. Let's see if the number 7's hung up for the number 10. I can't see whatever change it. Yeah, it is that. So Ryan Shirky, number 10 coming on for Omar Marmoush. Yeah, so that's definitely a fact, bro. If Aston Villa finish fifth and win Europa, then sixth place gets Champions League. But if Villa finish fourth, then sixth place gets Europa League. So we're just about to kick off. Let's get my clock ready. And we're underway. Bernardo Silva has the ball. Kick off from Haaland. No changes by the Chelsea interim manager. Let's get the score scene back up. I'll tell you what needs to happen though. Forget football. I need this sun to come out because it's chilly as anything. We need that summer sun out. Get back to them nice conditions of last week because it's chilly. Right, high ball up into the Man City half. Pedro. Left side looking for support. Caicedo. It's back in the Chelsea half. Reece James. Comfortable Reece James. Patrolling. Having no issue so far. Hato. A little bit erratic I find. Hato in the first half. Reece James sprays out wide. Poor control from Fofana, but a bit of a strong pass from James. Doku cuts inside. Jinx. Shirky. First involvement for him. O'Reilly left edge of the box. Floated edge of the box. Semenyo over the bar. Has to score. Has to score. He smiles, holds his feet. He knows he should score. Got to score. Has to score. Great ball by Shirky. Finds O'Reilly. Edge of the box. Onside. Floats a perfect cross over the box. Semenyo. Can't go. He jumps too early. Jumps too early. Can't keep it down. If he times it just a bit better, it's 1-0. Incredible miss, really. Doesn't even work the keeper. He's on the floor. He can't believe it himself. He's got to score. He's obviously cold in the second half. Chelsea should be 1-0 down, but fortune favours them. Right, Pedro bursting through midfield. Malo Gusto right hand side. Cole Palmer overlap, but he checks back inside. Gusto for Reece James. Cole will centre circle. Enzo left wing, faced up by Matheus Nunes, falls to the floor, gains a foul. Chelsea recycling. Shirky closing down Sanchez, who clears it into the City half. Chelsea, Cole Palmer fouled. Quite a lot of bitty fouls in this game. I've never understood Cole Palmer's haircut. It's just the maddest thing I ever seen in my life. It looks like someone did it himself. Or it looks like somebody just wrapped a bowl around his head and just whipped out the scissors. Peak. That is not the trim you want in your life. Right. Hato. Chelsea defenders playing it around the back. Shirky leading the press for City. Pedro in his own half. Given away. Semenyo racing towards the edge of the box. Given away. Pedro. Another foul. Who's this? Is this Palmer again? No, it's Enzo Fernandez down again. Oh, took one on the knee. A little bit of a solid challenge. Bit of pressure on the knee joints there. But he should be all right to continue, you would imagine. Pep Guardiola in the turtleneck, the roll top. It's a shame that the managers don't do the whole suited and booted thing anymore. Natasha says in the comments, do you think extra time and penalties? Do you know what, Natasha? It's a good shout. You can, at this point, it's a struggle to see anyone scoring, although I do believe Semenyo should have put them ahead just now. But as it stands, it wouldn't surprise me. You could be spot on. But you'd think by extra time, somebody would have made a mistake by then and somebody would capitalise, should I say. But it's a good shout. I think somebody else in the chat, Cameron, was saying extra time. He felt Chelsea might nick it in extra time. So, let's see. It's definitely looking like one of those games where there's not a lot of goals in this game, Natasha. Sanchez rolls it out. Chelsea defence. Given away, Doku. Oh, foul. Doku had it fouled by... Levi Cowell fouled by Semenyo, but it cleared to Doku, who would have had a chance to kind of shoot on a semi-unguarded net. Liverpool board... Natasha says, now this is what I like to hear, Natasha. What do you say here? Liverpool board meeting on Monday is the writing on the wall for Slot to be sacked. Where are you getting your info from? That's what I need to know. I certainly hope so. If they're meeting on Monday, Natasha, then it's definitely for an end of season review. Oh no, but you're talking about this Monday coming. Interesting. What are you hearing? Let me know. I know it's easier for me to just talk and it's more difficult for you to type out, but you're just guessing. Okay. You're definitely trying to manifest. I like it though. You're manifesting. Gahey, Rodri. I just think. What, Swerve? You're saying what Slot got them in the Champions League, or challenging a box, but ref waves it away. Yeah, but Swerve, it doesn't matter if he gets them Champions League. It's come on, you can't be champions and then, bro. Look, I'm gonna give you a stat in a minute, as this game suggests. Yeah, Natasha. Anyway, they're gonna wait to the end of the season. They're just gonna wait. Chelsea breaking clear right hand side. Yeah, it is, Swerve. You're right. Champions League is the ultimate focus, but okay. All right, Palmer breaks right. Gusto right hand side of the box. Whips one in the first time across the ground. Rubbish cross. Awful. O'Reilly picks it up. It's going to clear. Right, Swerve. To counter what you're saying, Swerve, you're a Man United fan. Now, there's ways to get there. Now, at the end of the day, finishing third or fifth in the Premier League, there's very little difference. A couple of million here and there. But look at the two ways that the two teams are going to do it. Man United, good solid season, showed good progression and cantered towards the Champions League, won it quite easily in the end, the Champions League place. Liverpool falling over the line, Premier League champions, 20 defeats in all competitions, have let in more goals this season than Trafford lazily on the goal line, or on the byline, lets one go out for a corner. Sloppy. Yeah, so there's ways and means, isn't there? It's like Liverpool falling over the line into the Champions League, but Man United cantering over the line to get Champions League. You need to go into the next season with certain positivity, and Liverpool are not going to be doing that, or Man United are. And that's the way you need to be going over the line. Go over the line with positivity, not falling over the line like a drunken sailor. Right, Chelsea corner, right-hand side. Reece James, a corner from nothing. Lost one into the box. Cleared. Caicedo. Ooh, cleared off the line by Rodri. Nearly a goal from nothing, from a nothing corner that shouldn't have even have happened. Caicedo fouls. Trafford is very relieved that this came to nothing. He comes for a big jump. Ooh. Trafford. Another unconvincing goalkeeper. All right, Doku races wide. One back by Palmer, though, who's fouled in the process. Yeah, there's ways and means how you're meant to qualify for the Champions League, Merv. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, Natasha, I do hope that there is... I believe... I don't know if you heard or I mentioned it last night. Apparently, Arne Slot has a break clause in his contract. He's got one more year after this season. Starting from June the 1st, Liverpool can pay him $1 million to part ways and basically have a break in the contract. So they could pay him $1 million to leave instead of the $7-8 million his yearly salary. So hopefully that's what's going to happen. Until then, he's not going to walk away. Right, Cucurella races clear, but challenged by Kusanov, who wins the ball. That's going to be a corner, surely. So it's a yellow card for Kusanov, foul, and a corner left wing position. Chelsea building up a little bit of a head of steam, a little bit of momentum. Right, the only thing is he won the league last season. If he was doing this in his first season, they would say it's transition. Yeah, true, Merv, 100%. That is the case. The thing is, though, we can't rewrite history. We don't get a redo. This season Slot's having wasn't his first season. He came in, won the league, and that was obviously the biggest problem. But even if Liverpool didn't win the league this season, at least challenge and 20 defeats, 50 plus goals conceded in the Premier League. It's poor. It's not good enough. Natasha says the quicker that Slot goes, the quicker they can get Nagelsmann in. Well, this is it. It's ultimately, this is why I think if Nagelsmann is their man, they're not going to be in a massive rush because he's obviously got the World Cup to navigate, but they still need to get that manager signed on the dotted line. Cross comes into the box, drop down, Caicedo goes in, looking to get fouled, really. Hato turns, Enzo Fernandez, edge of the box. Oh, come on, stop begging for penalty. It's ridiculous. I'm just so tired of the way football's going. Everyone wants a penny. Everyone wants something for nothing. How can you ever get a penny when a ball is played onto a part of your body from 3 yards away and you want a penny? I mean, every club does it. My club does it. It's ridiculous. It's played against Nico O'Reilly. He's close. He's not even looking at the ball. His right elbow is tucked into his body. How can you get a penny? What do you want? It's ridiculous. Yes, it hits his arm, but so what? Just take your corner and get on with the game. Honestly, football these days, ridiculous. It's like the conduct and the fairness of the game has just gone out of the window. It's just scandalous, really. And now they've got the VAR and the pitchside ref talking, giving his opinion. We don't need your opinion, mate. It's obvious. It's ridiculous. Modern football, in some ways it's brilliant, but it just stinks as well. Right, good cross into the box. Oh, Fofana clears the ball instead of getting it on target. He literally makes a clearance. Rubbish. But Chelsea well on top, to be fair. Having their best moment, the best 10 minutes of the match, but without creating anything really of note. I'm telling you, Natasha, but they're so desperate for a penny. It's ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? It's beyond rational thinking that you're going to get a penny for such basic play. It's crazy, really. It really irritates me about modern football. I don't like it when any team does it. It's like during not Liverpool's the Villa game, the game prior to that, whatever our game was, like McAllister going down, looking for fouls every 5 seconds. Just get up, get on with the game. It's a contact sport. No, Marmoush is off already. Shirky came on for Marmoush, started the second half. But Foden will see pitch at some point today for sure. Right, Semenyo wins the ball. City just trying to get foothold back in the game. One back again by Chelsea. Cucurella, halfway line. Reece James, ref gets in his way. Ooh, tries to slip in. Cole Palmer, but blocked cleverly by Gahey. Chelsea on top here. Sanchez with the ball. Kick out. Nico O'Reilly, one of the tallest players on the pitch, wins the ball. Header. Fofana, hassled by Doku and fouled by Doku. 2/3 of the game gone. 60 minutes down. Half an hour of regulation time to play. Foden and Kovacic warming up. So you're right, Natasha. City making changes, and one of them is Phil Foden, as you called. Gay keeps the ball in, didn't want to give it away. Haaland, rare touch for him. Plays it off for a Chelsea throw. Pep Guardiola bringing on Kovacic to try and win back some control in the midfield. They're getting utterly dominated by Chelsea now, but without Chelsea really creating anything. Chelsea long clearance out, going nowhere though. Needs to have more quality. Trafford with the ball. A lot of the Chelsea pressure started from that one mistake by James Trafford, giving away a needless corner. It's been constant Chelsea pressure and quick turnovers from Chelsea since that moment. So it goes to show how quickly a game of football can shift the momentum. Chelsea. Malo Gusto, right hand side. Palmer, right wing. Chalk near on his boots, cuts inside, checks back. Plays a 1-2, Reece James. Goes back wide again. Malo Gusto checks inside. Faint shimmies. Oh, Reece James didn't read the pass. Fouled by Silva, but ref says play on. Chelsea keep hold of the ball. Ball comes into the box. Trafford easily picks up. That pink kit is absolutely garish. It's like I keep looking at that pink kit of Trafford and it feels like it's going to burn my eyeballs off. It's crazy. Crazy work from the designers at the City kit manufacturers. Like Shirky. Doku, left wing. Shirky. The wizard. Gives the ball needlessly away by Shirky. Cucurella bursting forward. Diminutive Spaniard. Pedro loses his footing. Spins, turns. Leaves Nunes in his wake. But Nunes rapid. Good strength. Comes back. He's been a brilliant right back this season. For someone playing out of position, that's how you do it, honestly. Really impressive. Mateus Nunes. A player once linked with my team Liverpool. And I was definitely not in favour of him. But you know what? He is very, very combative. Very fast. Very strong. Very physical. Solid pro. I'll take him at Liverpool now. I'll tell you that for nothing. 63rd minute. Right, Fernandes in his own half. Kept on the wing. Oh, Hato was clear, running clear on the wing, but it's offside. It's a tight call. In some ways, I'd say the game is livening up. Rodri is off. Rodri takes the applause of the crowd. I'll put a comment in the chat. Game is livening up. Cameron says, barely, lad. Yeah, good point. I guess I'm manifesting. I want something good to happen. Gay trying to link up with Doku, but they can't get that. They can't get their left hand side working at the moment. Colwill. Caicedo burst clear. Palmer right hand side. Slots in. Malo Gusto across the box. Trafford collects. Pedro wants yet another penalty claim. Need to see it again. I was kind of concentrating on too many players. Ball comes in. It goes down too easy. Just nothing. It just goes down way too easy. I'm getting tired of this guy. Just honestly, it's a bit like you said, Natasha, in the chat. Like they just want a penalty, and nice play from Doku. Gets past three players. And Pedro is doing his best to buy a penalty. It's ridiculous. Right, Shirky bursting into the Chelsea half. Doesn't use Nunes, who's very frustrated. Semenyo, wing, supported by Shirky. Stands up Cucurella, edge of the box, drives into the box. Shirky, edge of the box, what's he going to do? Doku, left wing position. Right hand side, right foot though. Gahey lifts one into the box. Cleared. Shirky goes for an audacious back heel kind of scorpion flick. Doku, edge of the box, left wing. Cleared behind for Fofana for a corner. City back, trying to get a foothold back in the game. 6 minutes, the last 6 minutes has flown by. 24 minutes left of this game before we can go into what is probable extra time as it stands. Very cagey game. Just to remind anyone that is watching on the stream, please do not forget to drop a like on the stream. It'll be much appreciated. So even though most of you that are with me now have subscribed, please do remember to drop a like on the stream. Just hit that thumbs up button. Really appreciate it. Right, City corner coming in. Enzo Fernandez harassing Haaland, I can see in the box. Your eyes are drawn to Haaland. Right. Whipped in by Shirky. Back post. Oh, saved. I thought it actually went out for a goal kick, but, you know, pulled back in by Gahey, but, yeah, collected by Sanchez. One back by Kovacic from Pedro. Kovacic, he looks overweight. Jeez, he looks massive. He looks so overweight. Gahey, 35 yards out. City fans urge him to shoot. You're not going to shoot from there. Semenyo, chalk on his boots. Right hand side. Drives past Cucurella. Given away. Corner. Given away by Cucurella. Good play from Semenyo. Being proactive. Chelsea rear guard taking action. This is quite nice to see that for the first time in ages, everyone's not crowding the keeper. They're letting everyone be, you know, keeping normal positions in the box. Bernardo Silva taking a corner from the right hand side. It's going to be a normal cross into the box. Floats it in. Won by Fofana. That was cleared. Good defensive clearance. Ball ends up with the feet of Trafford. Practically everybody in the Chelsea half. They close down Trafford. Lays one to the side. Shirky. Centre circle. Scoops a pass forward, but gives it away straight into the hands of Sanchez. Quality is not there today in the passing. Swerve says, have you not seen the penalties he has won this season? Oh, yeah, do you know what, Merv? That is a very good point, mate. He has won some absolutely scandalous penalties, and basically what you're saying is right. It's if you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the lottery, right? But some of the penalties, yeah, that he's won they've been disgusting, to be fair. But today's efforts, even if he had got a penalty for any of the efforts today, yeah, there's a problem. Football's gone. But I feel like that in many respects when it comes to the game, that so much of football is just gone, mate. From the days of when we were growing up playing football, watching football in the best years, but. Right, Chelsea, oh, come on, just let the game play. That's not a foul. He's won the ball there. This game's so bitty. But no, Merv, I agree with you, mate, 100%. He won the ball. He won the ball. That's not a free kick. Get on with the game. Yeah, Pedro wins the ball. Gahey shepherds the ball. Back to Kusanov. Semenyo. Back to Shirky. Oh, nearly puts Bernardo clear. Haaland clears. Surely he played first time, and now he doesn't. Dribbles. Back to Haaland, who's on the edge of the box. Crosses one in, low ball. Oh my God, what a backheel goal from Semenyo. Absolute class. Ridiculous goal. That's brilliant build-up. Lovely play from Bernardo Silva. I thought he held on to it too long. I thought he was going to release it early. He doesn't. He slips in Haaland, edge of the box. He does a cutback across the goal to an on-rushing Semenyo, who crosses over the ball and back heels it across the goal into the far corner to make it Manchester City 1, Chelsea 0. What a finish. The catalogue of this guy's goals. His finishing is so inventive. The ingenuity of this guy's finishing is tremendous. Absolutely sensational player, Semenyo. Two-footed. Just awesome. Awesome play. Watch the replay. One back by Haaland. Plays in Silva, slips it across to Haaland. Back heel across the goal by Semenyo. It's just beautiful. Great play. Just genius. And with the back heel, it's a spin as well. It's fantastic. Such a good, inventive finish. You just got to applaud finishes like that. That is what we watched this game for. That's what we watched a beautiful game for. Chelsea 0, Manchester City 1. So I'll update the scoreline now. Brilliant finish, honestly. So impressive. So for once, I remember to update the score pretty prompt. I'm getting better at this. Come on. The stats have come out. That's Semenyo's 10th goal since joining Man City. He joined in January the 1st, by the way. 10th goal. Phenomenal. Oh my God! Oh, flicked into the box. Enzo Fernandez. Oh, tries an acrobatic kind of overhead flick, and it tips over the box. Flicked on by Colwill. Volley by Enzo Fernandez. He just can't keep it down. It's over the box. A yard down, it's an instant equaliser. Could barely see the build-up because the match cameraman had barely got the eyes back on the game. Pedro Neto comes on for Cucurella, who was on a yellow card, who stalks off the pitch. Pedro Neto, brown highlights in his hair. What's he got? The pace merchant, Pedro Neto. '74th minute, Nico O'Reilly bursting down the left, unchallenged, cuts inside, checks inside, comes centrally. Brilliant player, Nico O'Reilly. He is my young player of the season, Nico O'Reilly, brilliant player. Doku, edge of the box. So far, Gary's prediction from earlier on is correct. Gary did say 1-0 City it would be, and he's spot on so far. Semenyo. Oh, great play from Cherky. Slips in and Bernardo Silva. Kind of a no-look pass that nobody even saw. But he knew where Bernardo Silva was. Chelsea have won it back though anyway. Breaks into the box. You saw this that far behind, yeah? No way. So what minute are you on? I'm on the 75th. I'm on the 75th minute. Just turned. You did, Gary. You did tell me. Ball being played around. What minute do you have, Swerve? Right, in the box. O'Reilly, surely. Oh, what minute do you have? Chelsea break. That's going to be a... no penalty. Right. Enzo Fernandez bursts into the box. Plays it back. Pedro Neto, left wing. Jinx plays it wide to nobody. Nico O'Reilly. Palmer, edge of the box, drives into the box, checks back to Malagusto, stands one up, back post. Pedro Neto, Chelsea trying to throw everything forward now. Yeah, City, I think you're right, Natasha. City have got this one. Gary called it at the beginning of the match. He did say City 1-0. I went for a City 2-1 prediction. But the game hasn't been that lively, but yeah. 1-0 was a very good shout from Gary in the chat, 100%. Right, let's see this replay again. Nah, good call by the referee. Hato tries to put his leg in front of Kusanov, who just outmuscles him. Hato falls to the floor. Chelsea once again looking for a penalty. Malagusto puts one in. Lovely clearance by Kusanov to O'Reilly. Cole Palmer, edge of the box. Checked inside. Surely take a shot. Who's this? Enzo. Puts it out wide to Neto. Fires it across. Good save from Trafford. Punches it clear. Doku and Malagusto fight for it. Doku. Oh, skins him. Runs, leaves it. Oh. Ooh, well won back by Caicedo, though. Good strength from Caicedo. 78-12. Oh, mate, we're literally on about the same time, you know. Yes, I swear, we're roughly on about the same time. I don't know how you're 5 minutes in front. What are you on about? Right, anyway. Hato recycles. Put into the box. Cleared. Yeah, Pedro throws himself at the ball. Oh, just a bit too high. Nearly falls for him. Nico O'Reilly, my young player of the year. Holding off two players. Cleared by Gahey to Doku. Good strength. Fouled by Caicedo. Right, we're now in the 80th minute. It's a poor free kick from Caicedo when the pressure's on. Some really good, tenacious, strong play here. I mean, that goal from City, absolutely phenomenal goal, class goal. Nico O'Reilly clears. Chelsea half. Sanchez and Colwell surely need to be getting the game moving a bit quicker. 3 minutes, damn. Kovacic, ooh, tries to slip one in. Gahey. To be fair, Swerve, yeah, you're probably bang on. What I should have done is I should have used iPlayer instead. I just used my normal streaming service, which is always a couple of minutes behind. I should have, because seeing this is BBC, I should have gone with the iPlayer because it would have been bang up to date. So a little bit of an own goal from me there, but such is life. Plus as well, Swerve, is when it comes to the kind of live streaming and the buffering, you kind of start to lose about 45 seconds a minute anyway. So you're probably not that far ahead of me, but because of the whole YouTube platform and the streaming, you kind of end up losing another minute anyway. So it's one of those ones, but it is what it is. Liam Delap comes on for Reece James. They need a goal. Reece James not the kind of guy that you get that's going to get for 120 minutes anyway. So Trafford launches one out. Man City have 7 minutes to hold on. Trafford, ball played forward. Trafford retrieves, City in control. Doku plays O'Reilly free, clear. Chelsea going to have to take risks, it looks. Surely, Riley, what's he got? Squares it. Ooh, just stopped from getting through to Haaland. Doku, play it to Shirky quickly. Shirky turns, spins, fouled on the edge of the box. No, Darren England says, get on with it. Enzo Fernandez, outside of the boot pass to Pedro, gives it away. Sloppy work from Yao Pedro recently, last few minutes. Brought forward by Mateus Nunes. Shirky on the overlap, plays it to Shirky, edge of the box. Drives, comes into the box. Nunes, across, hits the post. Nearly 2-0. Recycled by City. Oof, saved by Sanchez onto the post. So, right, here we go. Oh, saved by Sanchez. Didn't see the build-up because of the action replay. But good save from Sanchez. It looked like City trying to put this game to bed. Didn't see the build-up, but good save. Game is open. It just has to be now. Shirky, edge of the box, smashing it straight down the throat. But of course, he should save that. If he puts that either side of the keeper, he's not saving that. Good save from Sanchez. Alejandro Garnacho coming on for Yao Pedro. Getting massive boos from the Man City fan. The former Manchester United winger. He looks so skinny. He needs to bulk up. That guy needs some food. Somebody needs to get that guy some milk. Right, long ball punted into the City half. Gahey, fouled. Clever by Gahey's fouled. Could have been a corner otherwise, but yeah, foul. And it looks like Man City will see this game out professionally. 4 minutes to go. Obviously, I've just been told I'm obviously a few minutes behind. Next time I will have to bear that in mind. I've got to try and get the most current feed that I can, because at the end of the day you'll lose viewers that way, because if people can watch it in a few minutes ahead of you, there's no need for them to be with you, is there? So something to work on, but we all make mistakes. Right, Doku advancing on the box, being fouled here. Haaland, one back. Semenyo, left side of the box. Back to Haaland, who loses it underneath his feet. Cleared. Mateus Nunes, right side of the box. Ryan Cherki on the overlap. Back inside. Kovacic. Cherki, chalk on his boots. Kovacic, central. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic, halfway line, back in his own half, playing it back. Liam Delap chasing him down. Gahey. City have deserved to win the cup. That is definitely a fact so far. Chelsea had a good little spurt, but City are deserved winners as it stands. Nunes. Cherki in the box now, looking for an angle. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. Kuzanov. Silva. Looking for Semenyo. Wide. What's he got? Checks back inside. Stands it up. Back to Bernardo Silva. Kovacic. 40 yards out. Right hand side. Back to Kusanov. Centre circle. Lofts one over to the left wing for Doku to chest down. Oh, well battled by Doku. Been very impressed with him today. A player I don't rate that highly, but can't fault his performances last month of the season. He's stood up when needed. Looks like Gary was spot on with his prediction. Doku left wing, edge of the box, floats one in. Poor cross though, goes out for a goal kick. Sanchez is going to want to get this underway. Last minute of the 90. Just waiting to see how much additional time there is. Doku battling with gusto. Well defended by Gusto. Cleared by Sanchez. Deep, pumped into the City half. They need something now, but Man City have been very comfortable. After that 20-minute spell of pressure from Chelsea, Man City wrestled control back and they've been comfortable ever since and got the goal. And once again, Haaland was offside just then. Chelsea play it out wide. 5 minutes additional time. Can Chelsea equalise? Take this into extra time. Gusto. Edge of the box. Floats one in left-footed. Flicked on. Delap gets too much contact on it. Looks disgusted with his effort. Or is that just that normal look on his face? Not the best looking chap, is he, old Liam Delap? But he's a big old unit. Not a player I rate very highly, to be honest. I'll tell you something. I've done a swerve if you're still there watching. I bet you're glad you didn't get Liam Delap in the summer. And you got Benjamin Sesko instead. That could have been you. That was your first choice. That's what your club was trying to sign you up with. Liam Delap, that would have been an absolute disaster. That guy is barely a championship player, Liam Delap. Honestly. He is awful, in my opinion. Right, ball bats it around in midfield. Shirky standing over the ball. Foul given away by Caicedo about a minute ago. Just waiting for this to continue. The introduction of Shirky and Kovacic. Great tactical play by Pep to wrestle back control of the game. But that's why he is the world's #1 manager. Couple of minutes to go. Ball just high in the air, lofted. Chelsea, it's just turned into a bit of a rugby match. The ball just in the air everywhere. But City controlled. Chelsea scatty. Great turn and skip by Semenyo. Keeps it in by the corner flag. But yeah, from a Chelsea perspective, they haven't done enough. They're being kind of out-muscled, out-fought mentally, out-fought physically, and just lacking quality, really. They've tried to make a fist of it, but they just haven't had enough. City are just too strong. A minute to go. Man City's about to complete a cup double. Pedro Neto lines up a volley edge of the box. Doku racing clear. Ooh, good block by Malagusto. Pedro Neto. Back to Gusto, halfway line. Oh, given away by Gusto. Poor touch. Haaland. 3-on-3. Over to Doku. Poor pass by Haaland, though. Took the wind out of him. Shirky. Central. Shirky dancing through. Oh, should have got shot away. Should have passed to Haaland, who's free in the box. Can't control it. Where's his control? Poor from the big man. Screams at himself, frustrated. He's fuming because Shirky should have played him in the first time. Right. Additional time's up. Just waiting for the ref to blow the whistle, and it is done. Manchester City have defeated Chelsea 1-0 in the FA Cup final. They've completed a English Cup double, winning a Carabao Cup earlier on in the season, beating Arsenal 2-0 at Wembley. And today they've repeated the trick, beating Chelsea 1-0 to win both domestic cups. Fair play to the boys from the Etihad. Fair play to Pep Guardiola, proving himself to still be the #1 manager where it counts. He wins stuff. He's done 2 legs of a potential English treble. You cannot doubt this man's quality as the City players bounce up and down on the Wembley turf. To be honest with you, they're obviously ecstatic, but they've won it so many times. It's not even a celebration you kind of expect. They're bouncing around and they're chuffed, and Shirky's like, yeah, you know, and like Pep's like arm casually around a shoulder. But they've won so much silverware in the last 10 years. It's like winning an FA Cup is just like standard procedure. It blows me away, really. Do you know what I mean? You expect more. Like, it's like already the City players have already calmed down, you know. So obviously they're chuffed they've won a cup, but it's just strange to see that, you know, they're not running all over the pitch, heads gone. Phil Foden, who didn't even get on a pitch, looks the happiest man there. So fair play to Man City, winning both cups in the domestic season. Fair play. Blue moon rings up around the stadium. Just saw a picture of Rico Lewis on a pitch. Jeez, when's the last time that guy played football? I haven't seen him on a pitch in ages. I don't know if he's got a long-term injury or something, or he's just not favoured anymore. Can't remember the last time he played. But yeah, some of the City players and obviously the fans are all chuffed as well, singing Blue Moon. So another win. Another trophy for Man City. The trophy machine continues. But can they continue and somehow get that league title off of Arsenal? Can they wrestle the Premier League out of Arsenal's grasp, Arsenal's fingertips in the last week of the season? Chelsea players looking despondent on the pitch. Cole Palmer, bit of a poor game. Yeah, the Chelsea attack just didn't really turn up today, so yeah. Semenyo, the Chelsea hero, scored a great goal to make it 1-0. And they were comfortable ever since, to be honest, apart from that one small chance from Enzo Fernandez, who couldn't keep his volley down, flicked it over the bar. Other than that, pretty routine for Man City. Very impressive, Semenyo, being one of the best buys of the season. Him and Gahey, basically. Can't knock Man City's recruitment policy. They needed players in the winter window to get them back firing in the league title chase. They brought in one of the best centre-backs in the league. They brought in one of the most versatile and dangerous attackers in the league. And that's it, job done. And that's what you see now. 2 cups on the board, maybe even a league title to go with it. Very impressive from Man City. Very, very impressive. Right, on that note, I'm going to have to bring the stream to an end. Thank you for everyone who joined me today. If anyone does watch this back later on as a highlight or anything like that, please do remember to like on the stream, like on the video, and subscribe to the channel. So here from Wembley Stadium, because obviously I'm here at Wembley Stadium, my name is Ade, the veteran arcade soldier, and I've just watched Chelsea lose the FA Cup final. 0-1 to Manchester City. Antoine Semenyo with a backheel spinner-Rooney goal to give Man City a deserved cup double, winning the FA Cup. And that's me, Ade, your boy. I'm out. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you and take care.